I guess tonight's been about my journey, my personal growth and discovering myself and staying alive. And through my connections, I came from Brisbane originally, and by the way, I've just arrived home from Longreach, carving for their community at the Longreach show. You might see what this is going to be. This was done some time ago, but it's you'll see it come up in a moment. So from here, I get invited to people's homes to do crazy stuff like you're about to see. This one took me 5 hours. And lucky for the client, he got this beautiful timber. He had a Rolls Royce in his garage, which he showed no one. He took a lot of pride in everything he did. So along the way, I had to challenge myself to be successful and connect in. So I get things like this off the property, and I've got to take them 12 and 1,500 kilometres and turn them into monuments to represent communities so that every community member like yourself can connect with something meaningful and turn them into projects like this. Now, I don't always know what's going to be in the log, so it's extremely confronting. What I do know is I can create. And in raising children, my son would lie in bed with him in an evening and draw the day. And from there, I was pushed to create income and transfer out of my old job being an arborist, get on the ground and take myself across Australia and get invited to shows. So from there, I had to pick up the phone, ring lots of shows across Queensland that I could achieve some success, connect in with the community and give them an invoice to say, I'm coming. So all my products are recycled. That's Michael Bradley there, and he collects logs for a living. He's done that most of his life. He didn't do any school, nor did I. Yep, I held my breath through school. Okay, I get private commission work for people that have got things in our community that are dear to them. So I've got a huge memory for things that come my way, and I pay a lot of attention to nature. Things appear, and I don't always use them straight away. This is Harry. And he came from that previous log you saw with my son standing next to it. Harry now sits at someone's front door in Noosa, and he's alive, and that's his replica. That's Harry on delivery. We're on a cattle station at this stage, so it took a bit of lifting to get him up there. Very connected community members out to help me with this job because I couldn't do it on my own. This is a commission for a beachfront in Kingscliff. So it was Australiana. I had to choose particular timbers, particular friends, and have them arrive so I could duplicate them. Now I use chainsaws, they're my tool, and they're my drawing tool as well. The timbers I choose here, I've used 3 different ones. That's Katie, she works at the cafe near my home, and she donated several trips to my place to get measured up and brought out into timber. Now, it's so confronting making these things some days because there's no second chances. The timber has to dry out. And then I spoke to another community member to borrow his shed so that the rain wouldn't hit them while I varnished them. And that was a project and a half. But being connected is an important thing. So Kingscliff gets this today, and they're on 7 cubic metres of something ridiculous of concrete. We mounted them on. It took us a whole day to mount them. 2 other lifesavers and myself. We started at 5 in the morning. Okay, let's go back to this one. This boy had his dog and he put every cent he ever had into it. He put all his eggs in one basket, and this is his dog. So I lost touch with the guy because I did a sketch of his dog and I used calipers to measure the dog all over, and then he disappears while I make his dog. And that's his dog. He loved very much. Yeah, I couldn't find the guy again after that. I had to get his pictures to him, and his phone was disconnected. Here's the one about a storm that hit our neighbourhood and blew this tree over on your left. Now, I'd never worked with this timber before, and that's the finished product on your right. And I thought for sure, I've got to go and get this one into the Qantas lounge. Coming to the end of my talk, here's Jamie and I. We got a connection to go up to Group Island, if you know where that is in the Northern Territory, and they 4 flights later, 2 vehicles, got us to this point. That log there's 4.5 tonne, and that was my first carving of that calibre. Everyone, thank you very much for listening and stay tuned.